Hello family. I want to tell you a story that I see in my clinic far too often. It usually involves a woman who is trying to do everything right for her health. She is trying to lose weight. She is trying to get her energy back. So, she listens to the latest internet trends. She buys a high-powered blender. And every single morning, she packs it full of raw kale, raw spinach, and raw broccoli. She blends it into a thick green sludge and drinks it. She does this for 6 months. But instead of losing weight, she starts gaining it. Her hair starts thinning. Her hands are cold all the time. She feels sluggish, tired, and foggy. She comes to me and asks, "Doctor, why is my healthy diet making me sick?" My dear friends, the answer lies in understanding the chemistry of your food. What she calls a superfood, her thyroid gland calls a threat. Today, I'm going to talk about a specific group of vegetables that are rightfully famous for fighting cancer. But if you eat them the wrong way, they become the #1 enemy of your thyroid. I am going to explain the science of goitrogens, why the green smoothie trend might be destroying your metabolism, and the simple kitchen hack that turns these dangerous vegetables back into medicine. The identity, the Brassica family. The vegetables I am talking about belong to the Brassica or Cruciferous family. This includes broccoli, cauliflower, cabbage, Brussels sprouts, and the most trendy one of all, kale. Now, before you throw out all your vegetables, please listen carefully. These vegetables are incredible. They contain sulforaphane, a compound that helps your liver detoxify poisons. They are packed with fiber. They are anti-cancer warriors. But, they have a dark side. They contain natural chemical compounds called glucosinolates. In nature, these compounds act as the plant's defense system. They are natural pesticides that stop bugs from eating the leaves. When you eat these vegetables raw, especially in large quantities, these compounds break down into something called goitrogens. And this is where the trouble begins for your thyroid. The science, the iodine theft. To understand the danger, you must understand how your thyroid works. Your thyroid is a butterfly-shaped gland in your neck. Its job is to make hormones that control how fast or slow your body runs. To make these hormones, your thyroid needs one critical ingredient, iodine. Imagine iodine is the fuel for your car. Without iodine, the car cannot move. Goitrogens act like a goalie. They block your thyroid from absorbing iodine. Even if you are eating iodine-rich foods, if you have high levels of goitrogens in your blood, the iodine cannot get into the thyroid gland. It gets locked out. When the thyroid cannot get iodine, it starts to panic. It tries to grow bigger to catch more iodine. This is what we call a goiter, an enlarged thyroid. Eventually, the gland gets exhausted and slows down. This is hypothyroidism. This is why you gain weight, feel cold, and lose your hair. The problem, the dose makes the poison. Now, you might be asking, "Doctor, my grandmother ate cabbage, and she was fine. Why is it a problem now?" The difference is the dose and the preparation. Our grandmothers rarely ate these vegetables raw. Have you ever seen a traditional Indian curry with raw cauliflower? No. Have you ever seen a traditional soup with raw kale? No. Traditionally, these tough, fibrous vegetables were always cooked, steamed, or fermented. The modern danger comes from the raw food movement. When you take 4 cups of raw kale, which is a huge amount, and you shrink it down into 1 glass of green juice, you are consuming a medicinal dose of goitrogens in 5 minutes. You are bombarding your thyroid with blockers every single morning. Over time, this cumulative stress is enough to shut down a sensitive gland. The solution: heat is the antidote. Does this mean you should stop eating broccoli? Absolutely not. You just need to change how you prepare it. The solution is remarkably simple. It is heat. The enzyme that creates the goitrogenic effect is sensitive to temperature. When you steam, boil, or roast these vegetables, you deactivate that enzyme. Studies show that steaming broccoli for just 5 minutes reduces the goitrogen content by nearly 70%. Boiling cabbage for 10 minutes reduces it by 90%. When you cook these vegetables, you destroy the threat, but you keep the fiber, the minerals, and the vitamins. It is the best of both worlds. Fermentation, the probiotic twist. There is another way to make these vegetables safe, and that is fermentation. Think of sauerkraut or kimchi. These are made of cabbage. But because they have been fermented by bacteria, the hard-to-digest compounds are broken down. The bacteria basically pre-digest the vegetable for you. So, eating raw sauerkraut is generally much safer for the thyroid than eating a raw cabbage salad, plus you get the added benefit of probiotics for your gut health. Green Smoothie Fix. So, what should you do if you love your morning smoothies? Do you have to give them up? No, but you have to be smarter than the blender. First, stop putting raw kale and raw cauliflower in your smoothies. It is hard on your thyroid and creates a lot of gas in your stomach. Instead, use greens that are low in goitrogens. Spinach, if you don't have kidney stones, romaine lettuce, cucumber, and celery. These are water-rich, safe greens. If you insist on using kale, here is my secret. Buy baby kale, and quickly blanch it. Dip it in boiling water for 60 seconds, then freeze it. Now it is safe to throw in your blender. You get the green color, but without the thyroid blocking side effects. The mineral safety net, selenium and iodine. There is one more protective step you can take. If you enjoy eating cruciferous vegetables, you need to ensure your mineral reserves are full. Since these vegetables block iodine, you must ensure you have enough iodine in your diet to compete. Adding a little seaweed, like kelp or nori, to your diet provides a natural source of iodine. Also, you need selenium. Selenium acts as a bodyguard for the thyroid. It protects the gland from oxidative stress. My favorite prescription is simple: eat 2 Brazil nuts every day. Just 2 nuts provide all the selenium you need to keep your thyroid strong. Conclusion: respect your metabolic engine. My dear friends, your thyroid is the furnace of your body. It burns the fuel that gives you life. Do not throw wet, cold, raw blankets on your fire. Cruciferous vegetables are wonderful medicines, but they must be treated with respect. Cook them, steam them, roast them with spices. Enjoy your aloo gobi, enjoy your roasted Brussels sprouts. But please, step away from the raw kale juice. Health is about balance, not extremes. Listen to your body. If you feel colder and heavier after your healthy routine, it is time to change the routine. If you found this video helpful, please share it with your friends who are obsessed with green smoothies. Let us protect our metabolism together. Stay healthy, stay blessed.